Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo, the ultimate driving simulator. So what we got done in the opening episode of this series is we went through some basic talking points of mentioning all the things that this game is good for, which is a lot, by the way. And after we were done with that, we jumped into the licensed driving test area where we snagged that B-Class license, which I just now realized took us a full 12 days to do. Oh, I didn't realize that each one of those tests took a full day off the clock, but hey, you know what? That's not really a big deal. We got infinite amounts of time, because I am a young man. So, with that B-Class license firmly grasped in our fingers now, there's only one thing that we have to do before we can get down to the nitty-gritty of racing, and that is to actually go to one of these dealers and pick up a car, because it's going to be very difficult to win races unless we have a metal death trap of our own. So, with that said, my friends, let's go pop into one of these dealers and check out their used car section, because there are not really any new cars in this game that I know of off the top of my head that you can buy for less than $10,000. So this is generally the best way to get started. Normally, whenever I play these games, I don't know why, I have no particular reason for it, but I always seem to start with Preludes. I have no clue why, because they're not like that great of a car, per se. I do love the fact that they're front-wheel drive, but it's pretty expensive, and it's only got 160 horsepower. I think I just like the way they look, but we're definitely not going to be doing that today, because I think I'd rather have a better start to work with. So let's jump out of Honda. Let's go check Mazda. Let's see what they've got. I know there's some people in the comments section that were saying go with this RX-7 here, which it does look like it's a good amount of money. 8550 is not too bad. 202 horsepower is pretty good. I do love RX-7s. Their body style is beautiful. However, let's keep looking around. Let's see if we can get something better than 202 horsepower for about that much money. I think we could probably pull that off. We'll check Mitsubishi real quick, and then maybe Toyota and see what they got. We got a Mirage Cyborg. Actually, never heard of those before. Oh, it's basically just a little hatchback car. That's definitely not going to be what we're looking for either. That's really not any better than the Prelude. It's less money, but it's not really any better in performance. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we can get a Super out of this. They usually have some old-ass Supers that are usually pretty good. Oh, there it is. There totally is one right there. Those MA70s. What's the difference between these? They're all the same model, but they're all different amounts of money. Huh. I mean, if all that is based off of... Yeah, they're all based off of color. That's really weird. Well, hell, if they're all based off of color, I'm totally going to go with the one that's, you know, way cheaper than the rest of them. And it's that blue Mika color. It's the same color that RX-7 was. I'm down with blue. Blue's my jam. This seems to be the best one for our money, despite the fact that it's rear-wheel drive. I absolutely hate those types of cars with every inch of my innards. But you know what? We'll make it happen. We may even have enough money to go out and buy an upgrade. It'd probably be something, if anything, maybe like a computer chip. Those are usually the cheapest things. Yeah, we can totally do it. Only 3 horsepower, but I'm down, damn it. Okay, so now that we've got at least one upgrade in there, we'll probably... Let's see. I know there's some different races we can do. I do love the fact that there are a lot of different types of races in this game. I didn't really get to mention that in the first episode, but there are a lot of different types of things that you can do that cater to all different types of styles for cars. And here, by the way, are some of the endurance races that I can definitely wait to do those. I am not looking forward to that, but they are there. So what we're going to be doing is the rear-wheel drive cup, but I think it would actually be a smarter idea for us to do a spot race first. These ones that they don't require licenses, and they're just good ways to kind of get your wits about you. So I think we'll do Trial Mountain just because I like it. It's a race that I've always enjoyed doing, as long as it's not in endurance format like we had to do in Gran Turismo 2. That was not particularly my favorite place to be, but I think that we'll this will give us an opportunity to at least make some more money that we can go out and buy some car parts with, because I think that we're probably, I'm sure that the cars that are in the rear-wheel drive cup, they're probably not anything that's gonna like blow us away. Like, they're not gonna just, you know, leave us in a cloud of smoke or anything, but I would feel better about my chances of winning if we were at least able to purchase like a turbo kit of some kind. That'll give me the necessary boost to give me some confidence, because I'm still not fully sold on my skills to be able to survive in this setting. I mean, who knows? I may not even be fully equipped to do this one either, but we'll just have to see. I really hope we win this. I don't need any more stress today of failure. I've already had enough of that going on. I had this whole... Oh, before I mention this, before I go into this whole story, I was going to mention, I love the fact that this game doesn't force you to do qualifying laps for things. I think that's a wonderful thing. What I do enjoy about it, though, is I do like the fact that they give you that as an option, that if you want to do a qualifying lap and improve your starting position, you can absolutely do that. And I think it's really cool that they allow it. But my favorite part about it is that they don't force you to do it. Because, I mean, think about if you're like a seasoned veteran player of this game, the last thing that you want to be stuck doing is having to do a qualifying lap when you're already going to have to do the race anyways. Adding an extra full lap of that, wow, that was a total misfire. That was a total misfire in trying to pull off that turn. God, that was terrible. Oh boy, that's why I'm glad we're doing this spot race. Hopefully, we got enough real estate that we'll be able to probably catch up, I think. Especially coming up to this this final little area where we can cut through the grass. So, yeah, I do love that they don't force that upon you. Having the ability to skip that really is a fantastic option for them to give to the players here. But back to my little story here. This is my favorite part about this entire race, by the way. You just get to be such a freaking bastard about it. Like, oh, you guys are going to take the turn the right way? Well, I'm not, so see you later. You do run the risk of potentially running yourself off the road. I've done it one or two times before, but generally it doesn't happen, which is always good. So, dude, I've been super stressed out all day today. I had quite the scare from my laptop today. I thought that for maybe like a minute or two, I thought that I had potentially fried the thing, which would have been catastrophic. I've only had the little guy for like 2 years. But today was order day at the store, and so it's the day that my dad and my brother and I, we order in all the inventory. And so I'm usually on my laptop up at the front counter adding things into the ordering system while they're out on the floor scanning. And so, with that said, I was just, I got there at about 11 o'clock today, and we were getting everything all started up, and so I'm getting everything all plugged in there, and I turn it on, and it shows like the Lenovo splash screen there, and then normally it would go straight to like the Windows login screen, but it totally didn't do that at all. It just kind of like froze right after that, and from there it was just kind of it just went nowhere at all. So I was like, huh, it's kind of weird. Maybe it was like a little glitch or something. It just didn't load up all the way. So I turned it off and decided to turn it back on after that. Maybe thinking, that would fix the problem, and it did it again. It's like, and that's, like right after that moment, it kind of like planted one little seed of paranoia right square into my guts, and I was like, oh no, oh god, I don't need this in my life right now. I was like, please don't mess with me right now. I don't need that. Come on, baby, come on, don't mess with me. There we go. All right. I was afraid I was gonna like spin out of control or something, but we're good. We're good. We're kind of sort of douchebags for not following the integrity of the track there, but you know what? You gotta do whatever you gotta do to win. That's what it comes down to. Damn it. And we got a new record. Yeah, give me them flashing lights. All you epileptics, please look away. 1,000. That's not very much, but hey, that's more than not having it. So, I think what we're gonna do just in this episode today, and maybe the next episode as well, we're just gonna try to build up some money so that we can go participate in the rear-wheel drive competition. I'd much rather have just that peace of mind knowing that our car is going to be in better shape for it. So, anyways, so I turned it off and I turned it back on again, and it still does the same thing. And I'm really starting to kind of panic a little bit now. I was like, man, this is really not good. And so, what I ended up having to do with this little thing is I had to restore everything. Like I didn't have to, like, I pretty much set all the settings back to factory settings, but it saved all of my personal files, which was awesome. I lost some programs, but I'm okay with that as long as I didn't lose my files and all the stuff that were in there, because I had a lot of shit. So pretty much what I had to do is I had to revert it all the way back to factory settings outside of my files. had to essentially install all of the updates all over again, which there were like 207 of them or something like that. And it was taking so long. Like, for some reason, I don't really know why it's been happening. I'm not like super up on computer stuff. Like, I'm pretty good with them, but there are still some things that happen that when it happens, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And so, like, my disc was operating at like 100% like all the time, which is never a good thing to have happen. Like, that's, if your disc is running at 100% that often, it's usually a warning sign of some kind. So just like having that happen, it slows down everything else that you're trying to get done. And so installing those updates took forever. Like, it took me about the time from about noon during the day till literally 7 o'clock when we closed the store. Like, that's when I finally got done with all my updates. And so then after that, I had to install Windows 8.1, which it just got done doing that not too long ago. Within the last few hours or so, I ended up falling asleep in the middle of the installation. So, oh no, you don't. You're not gonna slide in there on the side of me like I'm really gonna let you do it, you saucy bastard, you. So yeah, then I had to deal with Windows 8.1. I'm gonna have to deal with all the updates on that as soon as I can pull what the hell my wireless password is. And then I gotta deal with all the updates on that, and then in like a week when Windows 10 comes out, I'm gonna have to deal with that whole freaking thing when that's ready. It's a lot of stuff. So it's been really frustrating, but it's a type of frustrating that I can totally be down with. I would rather have the frustration of just like, oh man, I've got to deal with all of these, freaking inconveniences of just installing updates and stuff. I would rather have that than like the frustration of, oh my god, my computer fried, now I'm gonna have to go out and buy a fucking new one, as if I don't have enough things that are already, sucking up my money as is. So I'm totally cool with this little minor deal. All right, hopefully this is probably going to be our last race of the evening, and so hopefully we can get another first place finish here. It's getting really hot in this room, by the way. I should probably go for a window. So hopefully we can get we can finish the thing on a triple note of awesome. We can get that third win, and then we might have enough money that we can go out and buy an upgrade of some sort that we can bolster our horsepower by maybe like an extra 20 or 30. I think if we can do that, then I'll be really. What the hell did that guy do? He just. He slowed down so early. He's like, oh god, that turret is way up there, but I just don't know how to attack it at all. And he just like totally didn't have any of it. That was so weird. He was like so taken back by that. Oh well, it's all good. If they're gonna be apprehensive about taking their turns, I'm just gonna go boldly into it. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good about my progress today. In kind of relearning my skills to drive. Feeling good. I actually I played this new game the other day called Drive Club. Was it Drive? I think it's called Drive Club. And it's awesome. It's visually it's beautiful. I got it off of PS Plus. It was totally free. So it doesn't like offer you every single feature. But it still gives you quite a lot to play with, but man, visually it's simply fantastic, and actually the gameplay itself is also really good. Like, the handling is crisp and responsive, and just like the look of the car is fantastic. It's really good. So I think I might mess around with it a little bit more. I was so visually impressed by it the first time I played it. I really wish I could have played more, but it was already like 2 in the morning, and I was pretty tired, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. But I definitely plan. I think I might actually fork out the money to buy the full version of the game, because there's a ton of races in there and a ton of cars. It's very, very interesting. So I think who knows, maybe I'll do a series of it someday. I'm not gonna go right ahead and say that right now, because we've got a lot of stuff going on, but it's pretty cool. So for those of you that have a PS4 and you haven't played it yet, definitely give it a try if you've got PS Plus. It's like the greatest invention in the world. We need to hold these guys off. We're going right into the final stretch here. Come on, baby. You can hold them off, my dear. Do not let them pass. You shall not overtake me in the final stretch of racing. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, we got it. What the hell's going on? Oh, okay. It's my freaking candle. I kept seeing these flashes on the wall over here, like right in front of me. And I was thinking, like, there's no fucking way we're having lightning out here with, you know, the total lack of clouds and how hot it is. There's just no way we're going to get lightning here. And I look over and it's my candle that I lit earlier. That would make sense. That would truly make sense. Okay, so we've got money to do things, I think. I don't know if it's enough, but we'll see. So, yeah, dude, it was pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Let's go pop over to the garage real quick and see if we have the means. If we have the means about us to buy anything. Let's check this out. What intercoolers? That would pop us up. Ooh, that would give us 20 horsepower. That's definitely exactly what I just said I wanted. But let's check out oh, turbo kits. Can we do that? 4,000. That would definitely give us a much more significant boost. I think that we should probably do that, because that's an extra 15 horsepower for only $800 more. I think we're going to do that. Okay, I know what we're going to do now, my friends. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, we're going to go do one more spot race, and then we're going to go pop back into the garage to go buy our first level turbo kit, and then it's off to the, what the hell is that thing called? I don't remember what the name of it is. The FR Cup. Yeah, the FR Challenge, I'm sorry. Gotta be politically correct here. So, that's what we're gonna do next time, my friends. This has been your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.